Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Hello Vinit, namaste.
Hello,
How are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are you?
I'm great. So I was very happy to see your name for old time's sake.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Yes, yes. So I think
ऍक्च्युली
we can
साठे
start.
कॉलेज बोलवलंय म्हटल्यानंतर काही प्रश्नच येत नाही. आम्ही नेहमीच हजर आहोत.
Yeah, precisely, precisely.
Deepali, can start.
Dipali, start
Okay,
kara. Because I have to join another
oh,
meeting in 10 minutes. We'll start. Chalo.
Thank you, sir.
okay, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I extend a very sincere warm welcome to our principal, Dr. Rajawadi sir, our vice principal, Professor Nerkar sir, and Srimati Pramodini Samant ma'am, our speaker, Dr. Vinit Vaidya sir, teachers, students, to the webinar on career options and job opportunities in botany. It is a great privilege to introduce our speaker, Dr. Vinit Vaidya sir, by highlighting some of his important achievements. Sir is working as an assistant professor in botany in Thakur College, Mumbai. He is an alumnus of Sathe College as he has completed his MSc in Taxonomy of Angiosperms, Economic Botany and Pharmacognosy. He has completed PhD in Mycology and Plant Pathology from Bhavans College under the guideship of Dr. Usha Mukundan ma'am. Sir has published 12 research papers. He has presented 12 papers in national and international seminars and conferences, and he has completed two minor research projects from University of Mumbai. He is a secretary of Science Research Foundation, Mumbai, and he is also member of Indian Botanical Society and International Institute of Organized Research. Sir has been bestowed with National Academic Excellence Award from International Institute of Organized Research. Now I would like to request Principal Sir to address the session.
Uh,
Sir.
yeah, of course, it's my privilege to welcome Vinit Vaidya sir amongst us. And privileged because not because of his contribution, which is, as we saw, is quite varied and immense, but also because that he has been our student and our celebrated student at that, and it is always a very heartening thing for any teacher to have students amongst us, especially students as a resource person, as faculty, because when they are with us, we are trying to groom them, teach them, and try to mentor them. And when you see results in front of you, like this in the form of Vinit, I think there cannot be any better redeeming feature, redeeming in a moment for a teacher. I was not Dr. Vinit's teacher ever, but as a subject, I would say. But I was a teacher of Sathe College. I have seen him working here, and he has been a moment of pride to all of us. So, in that sense, I'm saying this is a very important moment for us. A kind of homecoming, if I say, that won't be wrong. And the present students of botany, with that, will know what has been our heritage, what has been, because for any institution, heritage is, I believe, heritage is not merely in the building or in the instruments or in the physical things. Heritage in terms of is in terms of the human beings, in terms of the human resources. And in that, I must say our Department of Botany is quite rich, and it is quite. I mean, it won't be wrong to say that a taxonomy of that heritage is really very varied, and our students have done us proud. I welcome Dr. Vaidya amongst us once again, and I would say that our students should take as much benefit as possible of his wisdom today. Thank you. Welcome again.
Thank you, sir. Um, So today, Dr. Vineet Vaidya sir will be speaking on career options in the field of botany. So I would like to now hand over the proceedings to Dr. Vineet Vaidya sir. Sir,
Thank you so much, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Yes,
Yeah, thank you, sir. Actually, the thing is that now I'm not in a position to see any video, so I do not know what is the technical problem in that. But then I'm unable to see anybody. So anyway, but then we will start, with the presentation. I hope the presentation is visible to all of you.
yes, yes, it is.
Okay.
yes,
So we are going to discuss about the career options and job opportunities in botany, the plant sciences. Now, when we are saying botany, I would like to say that we need to include there are other options also which are there with the botany. When we are talking about botany, we are talking about the study of the plants. But when we say plant sciences, there are even the allied branches because many of the times people are talking about botany and they are having the question that I'm having certain kind of specialization which is available, and am I going to do only in that specialization, or is it possible that I can do something in the allied branches? That allied branch may be into vaccination, that may be biochemistry, that may be a clinical research, that may be forensic sciences, that may be bioinformatics. So we are going to see all these branches, but when we say botany, people are focusing only on the plants. But there are allied branches whereby the plant is the base and there is an amalgamation of the other subjects which is going to give you the career options. And we as the botany people, if you are having chemistry as the second subject in your second year, then definitely we are eligible for all these kind of options. And that is why the title what I have chosen is career options and job opportunities in botany plant sciences. Career is an option. You have to choose your career. There is no chance. Okay, you have to decide that okay, this is going to be my career. The job opportunities will walk down to you. So how to grab that opportunity, what exactly preparation to be done for that particular opportunity, and how we are going to get these particular things done, that is what we are going to see. So I'm going to talk about in general, the flow of the presentation will be, we are going to talk about that what exactly the botany means. Then there are various kinds of MSc options which are available to you. Maybe there are certain kind of specialized courses which are available for you, and maybe even there are certain kind of government jobs which are available for every one of us, because that particular aspect we are not tapping. Please understand one thing in the beginning only. I would like to say that when we are talking about these kind of job opportunities or career options, every option is not a straightforward option. Maybe there are some zigzag ways. Maybe there are certain kind of loopholes everywhere, whereby we have to find out those loopholes. We need certain kind of a skill development over there. Now, in the lieu of the NEP 2020, when we are talking about the skill options, when we are talking about career development, we need to talk about the skill. We need to talk about that how these particular things can be done. For example, when we are going to do your MSc in taxonomy, or if you are doing it MSc in mycology, or if you are doing MSc in cytogenetics, or for that matter in plant physiology, definitely we need to look out for that how I can be best in any of the instrumentation part, because instrumentation is the integrated part of each and every industry. Let it be HPLC, let it be HPTLC, let it be RAPD, RFLP, LCMS, GCMS, quadrupole, electrophoresis, PCR, whatever instrument, you should be having knowledge as well as skill to operate these kind of a things. So if these things are amalgamated together, then I think the career options and job opportunities in botany is a subject which we can, tackle at very broad level. There are n number of job opportunities which are available, because every time there is a huge and try that whether this particular subject is going to give me any kind of option and what kind of options are available for us. So let's see that this is the confusion. This is the, I think, this is the scenario with everybody, that everybody wants to do the career, but then we are really thoroughly, perplexed that what kind of a career pathways we are going to choose and what exactly is to be done. So definitely, when we are saying career, we need to focus on certain aspects. So what are those aspects? So here I'm going to give a gist of all the branches which can be, the part of your career choice, and you can work in any of these branches. Now many of the time people say that if I'm going to a herbal industry, or if I'm going to a chemical industry, or if I'm going to work with a pharmaceutical industry, am I going to do a job of MR? Okay, I'm not telling every one of you to take the job of MR, but please understand one thing, that whenever we are getting a job as a MR, you are a medical representative. Now, when you are a medical representative, if you are working with a particular company which is doing certain kind of herbal formulations, for example, now these herbal formulations, you are aware that what kind of herbal formulations are gone into it. What is the formula of that? Which particular part of the body this particular herbal formulation is going to work out with. Those students who are at the higher level, I think all of you remember your SYBSc semester 3, paper 3, unit 1, phytochemistry and pharmacognosy. Okay, this is the unit what you are dealing with. Or if you are going to deal with, say, your paper 4 in TYBSc, where you have dealt with the ethnobotany. Okay, or if FYBSc students are there, recently you have given your exams in paper 2, you have dealt with medicinal botany and grandma's pouch in unit 3 of your paper 2. Now, all these subjects put together, if you are having a very good knowledge about all these things, then you can be the best medical representative in that particular area. Please try to understand that medical representative is not a bad job. People are saying that I don't want to get into the cell. I am not going to do anything into marketing. I'm not going to do anything regarding the salesmanship. It is not only the salesmanship, it is the bright career what you are writing for yourself by using your capacity and building your character in that particular portfolio. Because if I know that best of this medicine is available, my company is making that medicine, and if I'm going to sell it out in the market to the best of my level, definitely the company is going to earn out of that.
Very
And
sorry
with
to
the
disturb Dr.
yes,
Vinay. Dr. Vinay, the slides
yes,
are not moving, I think.
no,
Slides
ma'am.
are not
This
moving as
particular this particular slide I have not moved. I'm just giving an
okay.
example here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Sorry.
now with this kind of a thing, then we are going to work out. Now the slides will be there. I think the slides is visible to all of you now, the pictures. Is it visible to all of you? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Please.
Yeah. Now see, these are all branches which are, if you are going to see the hexagon in the center, which is BSc Botany, what next? Now the herbal sciences, biotechnology, plant breeding, forensic sciences, plant physiology, biophysics, biostatistics, these are the branches which can be correlated to these particular things. But apart from that, whatever are the career options available for you is a phycology, molecular biology, nutrition and dietetics, microbiology, biochemistry, bioanalytical sciences, mycology, plant pathology. Now here I would like to draw your attention to oceanography. Whenever we say oceanography, and people are generally of the opinion that oceanography is a MSc subject which is available for zoology. Please understand one thing, ocean is first of all consisting of the plants. If you are going to talk about algae, if you are going to talk about cyanophyta, chlorophyta, phaeophyta and rhodophyta, especially these four particular groups of algae, according to the strata of the energy at which they are present and what kind of a light they are going to absorb, they have been given this kind of a classification, which was been given by Smith in 1935, which was been again modified in 1955, and then there was a supplement given in 1957. Now, why this kind of a classification has been modified? This classification has been modified based on the algae which are present in the ocean. Please understand one thing. People are of the opinion that oceanography is a branch related to zoology only, which is not. At least I, at personal level, do not endorse it. Oceanography is also a branch which is correlated to all the life sciences. Entire kind of life is existing over there. If you are talking about marine life, if you are talking about fishes, if you are talking about sponges, if you are talking about the shell life, everything is dependent upon the basic energy which is being recreated and produced by the algae. So if we are going to talk about phycology and oceanography, these are the correlated subjects. Unfortunately, in Mumbai University, we do not have now the specializations of phycology or other kind of things. But that does not mean that this kind of specializations are not available. These kind of specializations can be taken up, and these specializations are available in various kinds of colleges and universities, maybe in Maharashtra or even outside. So we need to think about all these pointers, that why we are not focusing on these kind of aspects. Why we are just trying to stick to only those things that are available in our university. Okay, number one. Number two, if you want to stick to those specializations, I would definitely say that you do your BSc in a particular college or a university, do your MSc, but when you are searching out for a job, or when you are thinking about a career option, please think about all the options which are available to you. Try to think about the application part of it. Because if I'm going to talk about molecular biology, if I'm talking about nutrition and dietetics, if I'm going to talk about environmental studies, now for example, nutrition and dietetics, again, this is the dilemma, and this is the kind of a thing which is happening, that this particular branch is available only for the people having zoology background, or only the doctors can deal with this kind of a matter. It is not so. You are talking about the plant nutrition and plant-based industries in your unit 3 of paper 3 of SYBSc, where you are talking about various kinds of the nutrition and dietetic values which have been utilized, various kinds of material which has been utilized. Now, who is going to deal with this kind of a thing? Which plant is showing which kind of content? This has been known only by a botanist. Please understand one thing, I'm segregating it. For example, if you're talking about botany and chemistry and zoology, because these are the allied subjects. Now these particular allied subjects, if I'm going to put them together, one thing is that first of all, the botanist has to identify that particular plant and has to find out that what kind of a material is extractable. The chemist is going to extract that material, and the administration of that particular material, or maybe the drug, will be done by zoology people. Okay, so the zoology is coming at the topmost level, but at the ground level, botany is working. Please understand one thing. Okay, those students who are having a question in their mind, even today in 21st century, whether botany is a subject for me or not, whether I'm going to get any kind of a job opportunity, or maybe a kind of a startup, maybe a kind of a entrepreneurial development, maybe I can start with my business. Is it possible? My basic question is that it's a kind request to all of you from my side. Okay, every one of you just give me one day where I'm taking your 12 hours time, morning 6 o'clock to evening 6 o'clock, one day. Can you all tell me that if I'm going to give you the instruction that आपको एक पूरे दिन में 12 घंटे में सुबह 6 से लेकर रात को शाम को 6 बजे तक बॉटनी से बनाया हुआ कोई भी प्रोडक्ट यूज नहीं करना है, is it possible for you? Just think. I don't want answers. I'm just posing the question to all of you. Is it possible? आपके जो कपड़े हैं, आपका जो खाना है, आपकी जो दवा है, आपका सब कुछ है, आपका जो ऑक्सीजन है, what you are breathing. During corona pandemic situation, it has been seen that the area where there were plenty of plants, especially the species of ficus and other related plants from Moraceae and other kind of families, those particular people have suffered to the less of the extent from corona because of ample of oxygen which was available for breathing. And if that is the case, and if that is the role which has been played by the plants in your and my life, then how one can say that after doing botany there are no career options available? Okay, if you are interested in any other subject, please focus on that. I'm not going to force you for getting into botany, but if you are really interested in the subject, okay, which because of all the teachers which I mean, I'm very happy that Jayashri madam is there, Leela madam is there, Vandana madam is there. actually in front of them I'm nowhere. But then too, I will say that these particular people, they gave us the motivation, they gave us the pathways where we started walking, and now we are realizing that yes, this was the thing which we wanted to do. So those students who are interested in this particular subject, there are n number of options which are available for you. Let us explore those options. Now these are the regular postgraduate programs after BSc, maybe in University of Mumbai or maybe in the other universities. Because across state of Maharashtra, there are about 13 different kind of universities. Out of that, 11 are non-agricultural universities, 2 are agricultural universities. Out of these, there are various kinds of postgraduate options which are available. I'll just flash
Vineet,
these
Vineet,
options.
Vineet, are
Yes,
you moving your slides? Because your slide is, we cannot see any slides. Have you changed your slide or you haven't?
this is the regular postgraduate program, ma'am. Is that slide available?
No, we cannot see any slides. Are you changing your slides or you're not?
I have just changed it, ma'am. Regular.
Okay,
I
it is
have
not
changed it to
visible,
the
beta.
regular.
It's
Okay,
not
one
visible.
sec, one sec, one sec,
Yeah,
ma'am. I think
yeah,
I need to share it again.
yeah. Please do that.
Is it seen now?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay. Now this was the slide which I was talking about. Now is the slide visible? Regular postgraduate programs.
Yes, Vineet.
Yeah. So cytogenetics, plant biotechnology, and molecular biology, that is one particular option for you. Taxonomy of angiosperms, economic botany and pharmacognosy, mycology and plant pathology, plant physiology and biochemistry, bryophyta and pteridophyta. Please understand one thing. This is a very, very crucial thing. This is a very, very important part. Previously, it was there. Previously in Mumbai University, specialization regarding bryophyta and pteridophyta was there. Dr. Maya Chemburkar, who retired as an associate professor and vice principal of Bhavan's College, she was having this kind of a specialization. Even Dr. Meenakshi Vaidya, who is right now the vice principal and associate professor of Department of Botany from Mitibai College, she is specialized in bryophyta and pteridophyta. So this kind of a specialization was very much existing. In due course of time in Mumbai University, they felt that the students are not interested, or maybe this kind of applications are not available. And because of that, slowly and steadily, this particular branch has been wiped off. But that is not the case that it is not available at all. Outside Mumbai University or maybe even outside state of Maharashtra, specialization in bryophyta and pteridophyta is available. Those students who are from TYPSC, semester 6, your paper 1, unit 3, that was the applications of bryophyta and pteridophyta, where you talked about ecological indicators, where you talked about medicinal plants, where you talked about the telome theory and how the development has taken place. Please understand one thing, that these particular plants are also having a very much important and significant role to be played in ecology as well as in the medicinal botany. So this particular branch is also very important. Gymnosperms, which we are, really reluctant to study about it. Ecology. We talk about environmental botany. We talk about environmental, processing. That for that matter, ecology is very much useful. When we say environmental botany is an application part of ecology. When you are saying that I'm talking about Lineman's model, or if I'm talking about Odom's model, or if I'm talking about Y model, what you have done in your FYBSc, in your paper 2 in ecology, when you are talking about the entire ecosystem and transaction of the energy, at that time you are talking about the basics. But when I'm saying environmental botany, that means how the basic concepts of ecology, maybe it is a Rankine system, maybe it is a transect, maybe it is a bisect, how it can be utilized as a skill for application purpose. So this kind of a thing, the government is giving boosting to these kind of the branches, and they want that the people should come up. United States government, the agricultural department has given the statement recently to the UNESCO that by 2050 we need to increase the production of the food by 70% if we really want to feed all the people on this planet. Not only that, this particular statement of the agricultural department of US government has been endorsed by the UNESCO, and UNESCO has included in their achievable goals and sustainable development that agriculture is one of the important thing. And in lieu with that, our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Modi ji has included it in Make Up India, whereby he's talking about revolutionization of the agriculture. Please understand one thing, that we botanists are the pioneers for even agriculture. I agree with the kind of the technical barriers which are there in agriculture, horticulture and botany, but ultimately a botanist can be into agricultural practice or into a horticultural practice, because basically we are aware how to identify the plants, what is the application of these plants, and how these plants can be useful for us. So phycology, that is the study of the algae. Ethnobotany, this particular branch is also very important branch where we are not talking about. For example, if you leave, you just go on the outskirts of the Mumbai. Okay, if you are traveling around 78 kilometers away from Mumbai, in the area of Mokhada, Zawar, Palghar, Dahanu and all that, you are having the tribal people Warli over there. If you are going to talk to them, then you will come to know that what kind of a plants they are using and how these plants can be medicinally important. Are we really in a position to work out with this kind of a plants? Are we in a position to extract those particular phytoconstituents? Can we do the standardization of these phytoconstituents, and can we utilize it? See, ethnobotany is not only the study area where you are going to just study something and present it. Can we actually do the implementation? Because when we are talking about pharmacopoeia, again I'm coming back to paper 3 of your SYBSc. At that point of time, are we really in a position to standardize something? Because if somebody is suffering from diabetes, if we are going to tell the person that okay, you are going to have a metadose tablet which is of 25 mg, you take one tablet, so you know that what is the kind of the dosage what we are taking. But saying that if I want to, test, if I've been tested diabetic and if I want to control my sugar, what I'm saying, जामुन का रस पी लो, करेले का जूस पी लो. कौन सा करेला, कितना, कौन से एनवायरमेंटल फैक्टर में, उसमें कौन सा फाइटो कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट है, कितने क्वांटिटी में है. Are we in a position to quantify that? And if the things are not measurable, then definitely the allopathy is not ready to accept it. Okay, so it is not the case that Ayurveda is something which people are not interested to go for or not interested to utilize, but then it is lacking somewhere in some standards. If we as the botanist can work on it, we can revive the entire knowledge of Ayurveda, Charak Samhita, Shushruta Samhita, Bhugu Samhita, whatever has been mentioned. If we are in a position to read that in Sanskrit, translate it, understand it, standardize it, and make it a formulation which can be available to the people in a standard dosage, then definitely our Ayurvedic system can be very well accepted and standardized. And please understand, you and me, all the botanists have to do that. Nobody else, a chemist cannot do that, a zoologist cannot do that, a mathematician cannot do that. Every aspect has to be talked about by the people in botany, cytology, paleobotany, palynology, embryology, because these particular branches we never think that they can be the career option. Right now, my college, I am having a MOU with ONGC. I'm working with one ONGC project where we are talking about Bombay High, and we are talking about how any kind of oil or petroleum or anything has been extracted. What exactly is the age of that, or what exactly is the time span of that, and how much of the energy consumption is there? See, these can be done by a botanist, because the kind of the flora what is available, what is the energy transaction, and how this energy transaction, that how these things are going to be there. Okay, so these are the regular postgraduate courses what we are talking about. Is this specialized postgraduate slide is visible to all of you?
Yeah, the specialized one is visible.
Yes. So these are all specialized branches. Earlier one was the regular BSc postgraduate courses which are available to you. Now, biomedical sciences, herbal sciences, plant biotechnology, forensic sciences, clinical research, all these branches are, please understand one thing, oncology is a branch which is for botany people. One of my students right now, she is the global head of Roche Pharmaceutical. She is a marketing global head sitting at Switzerland. Dr. Swati Bish. She is BSc Botany from my college. She has done her MSc from FRI Dehradun. After that, she has worked on the breast cancer. She has worked on the identification of the biomarkers and oncogenes for breast cancer. She has done her PhD from Shanghai. And she has come back to India and now she has joined as a Roche company, which is a very popular multinational pharmaceutical company, and she is a global head. Recently, one of my students from 2004 batch, he has joined as an education program officer for conservation of the forest at UNESCO. From 1st April, he has joined that. And he is himself is MSc and PhD in ecology and environmental botany. Why I'm telling you all these things, because these particular things we are not focusing upon. For example, toxicology. When we say toxicology, people are thinking that toxicology is a branch of zoology, which is not the case. Toxicology is correlated to algae, it is correlated to fungi, it is correlated to any kind of a plant which is going to give you the toxic effect. We can talk about bioremediation, phytoremediation, we can talk about environmental enhancement, we can talk about purification, we can talk about the standardization of the air quality, water quality, soil quality. All these purviews are under toxicology. So you can talk about mycotoxins under mycology and plant pathology, that is also part of toxicology. Immunology for that matter, whenever we are talking about immune system, whenever we are talking about nanoparticles, or right now I'm taking in MSc Part 2, I'm taking a topic called as nanomycotechnology. Now, when we are talking about nanomycotechnology, how these particular fungi can convert the regular particles into nanoparticles at the room temperature within say 8 to 12 hours. If you are going to work out with the industrial processes, then you need to have a very high pressure. At the same time, you're working at a very high temperature, about 1200 degrees Celsius. But fungi can convert the regular particles into nanoparticles at the room temperature within 8 hours. Now, if this is the case, what I'm going to apply, then what can be the thing? And please understand one thing, again I'm coming back, that only botanists can do that. No other people are in a position to understand. I'm also a member of the, fungi group, Fungi Association of India, where there are various kinds of doctors and everybody is there. Now you know, everybody must be knowing about mucormycosis, which was very predominant post-COVID situation, and we have seen that in state of Maharashtra, around 111 people have suffered from this particular disease, and then they lost their eyes or they lost their lives even for that matter. Now, this fungal association, there was a request by the doctors that we need to understand that this particular mucormycosis is being caused by the Phycomycetes members, Rhizopus, mucor, rhizomucor, and other kind of species of these particular genera. How these particular saprophytic fungi have gone to the parasite or maybe pathogenic level, and why they are behaving like that? There was an appeal made to all the mycologists and plant pathologists as well as botanists that fungi are the plants. Please study them and let us know that what kind of a behavior they are doing and why this behavioral change is there. Now see, this is the application part of it. Mucormycosis, if this is the case, where we are dealing with the post-COVID situation, even after vaccination is been done, COVID may not develop, but this kind of fungal infection can develop. What exactly this infection is all about? So please understand one thing, that these specialized postgraduate programs after BSc are meant for every one of us. We can get into it. Maybe somewhere you have to change the college or maybe university. Maybe somewhere you have to go through the process of the entrance exam, interview, and group discussion. But definitely all these branches are available. For example, if I'm going to tell you Coimbatore University, Anand University, Gujarat, Sagar University, MP, Delhi University, Jawaharlal Nehru University, Pune University for that matter, all these kind of branches are available for you. people are trying to go abroad. What I'm trying to suggest is you want to complete the 16 years of education over here, and 17th year you are moving down to the abroad countries whereby you are completing your MSc Part 1. Why don't you complete your MSc Part 2, take a complete degree, and then try to move to the foreign countries? I'm not of the opinion that you should not go to the foreign countries. There are techniques, there is a requirement, there is a new things which are coming up. Let's go there, understand that, take it things. Maybe 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, we work there, we come back. Okay, there are certain kind of a problems and certain kind of a scenario which I'm aware of. But then, why we are not thinking that we can develop to that level? I mean, people ask me that why don't you go to the foreign countries? I have told the principal at my college that, ma'am, we have started with MSc last year. Okay, give me 5 to 7 years. Okay, my college will come on to the international level. People will come searching for my college. That where is this college? I want to go and visit. This kind of a thing we need to actually do. Okay, I'm exaggerating the things. Maybe I'm talking at very high level and large level. But until and unless we are going to think about it, we will not be in a position to do that. Somewhere we are restricting our own capacities, and you need to break those barriers. You need to break that ice, come out of your cocoon, work out on these particular backgrounds, and think that what exactly I can do about. Okay, all entrance India entrance exam. Is this slide available to everyone? Can you all see this slide?
No, Vineet, it's not moving.
Okay, ma'am, just a moment.
Yes. All India
Yes, is it
entrance
available
exam.
now?
Yeah.
Okay, all India entrance examinations. Yes, so these are all India level entrance exams which we have never thought of. You know, we are talking about botany, we are going to do BSc botany, MSc botany. After that, can I do DEd? Can I do B.Ed? Can I do NET? Can I do SET? Can I do PhD? Yes, all said and done. But can you think about beyond this kind of a thing? There is something which is waiting for every one of us. There are government jobs which are waiting for every one of us. So here are all these exams which are the different kind of institutions which are taking students in botany. Every Thursday there is a newspaper called as Employment News. It is 5 rupees paper available on every nook and corner on every paper stall. Just go and pick up that copy on Thursday. Okay, this coming Thursday you go and pick up your copy. It is available even online. If you are going to pay 400 and something rupees, then the yearly subscription or 5 year subscriptions are available for you. You can even check out for that. Please go and pick up that. Every Thursday there are minimum, it is a 35 pages paper. At least there are 25 to 30 advertisements for botany students, BSc and MSc botany they require. So if you are talking about Indian Council of Agricultural Research or BRC, BNHS or DBT, DST, IISC or IITG or NIO, National Institute of Oceanography, then all these NIRI, NIRRH, National Institute of Research in Reproductive Health. This is very much situated in Parel in Mumbai, just besides KEM. You are having KEM Hospital, which is going to have the postgraduate department of biochemistry. Just besides that, you are going to have NIRRH. In front of that, you are having the Hafkin Institute. These are the three institutions which are in vicinity in Mumbai itself at Parel, which where you can do your MSc. I do not know how many of you are really aware of that. You are eligible to do your MSc in biochemistry from KEM. You are eligible to do your post graduation in vaccination as well as in microbiological development from Hafkin, as well as you are eligible to do your post graduation in molecular biology and cytology from NIRRH. All these three institutions are very much in Mumbai. They are internationally reputed institutes, and they are giving you such kind of things. I'm very proud to say that Indian Institute of Agriculture, there was only one student of mine who was 5 years back. He is the only person from my college who has cleared entrance exam of Indian Institute of Agricultural Research at the first attempt. So these kind of things which we need to try out. Even Bombay Natural History Society, which is very much in Churchgate, there are various kinds of courses available. Two of my students are working as the program officers for botany over there. So these kind of things, please focus on these institutions. I have not given you the websites, but these websites are very much there. If you know, what I will do is I will share this PPT with Jayashri madam, so that all of you can get all these details. Okay, whatever I have said and whatever the things are available, that PPT I can share with Jayashri madam, so that every information is available to every one of you. Okay, so these are
Yes,
all
sir.
India entrance examinations which we need to focus upon. Okay, then careers in botany. What kind of career options? Because see, whenever we are talking about career choices or when we are talking about job opportunities, we should know that what is the portfolio of that particular job. Okay, what is the job profile? If I'm going to say that, because when we talk about botany as such as a career, we know only two profiles. One is a research, one is a teacher. Apart from that, is there anything else? Okay, is this slide available to everyone? Careers in botany?
No, no, Vineet.
Just a moment. Is it seen now, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, now it is seen. Careers.
Yeah. So these are all various kind of options which are available to you. I think the last option, quarantine. Now, this quarantine word is very much familiar to us during this corona pandemic situation for last 2.5 years. But this quarantine was the word which was existing very much in botany. Whenever we are talking about seed quarantine, whenever we are talking about drug quarantine, whenever we are talking about the quality of any particular material, there is something called as quarantine officer. And at BMC level, at state government of Maharashtra, at the government of India level, even at the international level, these kind of job options are available for all of you. So you can be a teacher or educationalist, researcher, which are very famous two things which we need to address to. But apart from that, you can be a genetist, you can be a mycologist, ecologist, cytologist, environmentalist, drug designing. This particular thing, drug designing. If we are talking about drug designing, people are of the opinion that that can be done only by the chemistry people, which is not true. What is the particular drug, how that drug is going to be there. For example, if I'm going to extract, say, vinblastine, which is a drug against the cancer from Vinca rosea, okay, that is family Apocynaceae, Sadapuri. So if I'm going to extract this particular drug, now they are saying that it is available in very small amount in every vinca plant, but we need to extract that. Or even vinblastine C is been found in Ganoderma. Ganoderma is a fungus. So definitely when we are going to extract these kind of drugs, what these drugs are, what is their characterization, how these drugs are working, that will be seen by chemists and zoologists. But who is going to find out that which is the kind of the plant or which is the kind of this particular organism from where this can be extracted? What is the phytoconstituent? What is the content? What is the concentration of that phytoconstituent? So we are not thinking in the application way. We are trying to go by only the subtle way where we are focusing only on that what exactly will be my career. But are we really in a position to work out with this? For example, if I'm going to work out on drug designing, I want to find out a particular, say, phytoconstituent. For example, let us take a very common example, haldi. Curcumin is the phytoconstituent which is present in haldi along with the rest of the other constituents. Curcumin, if I want to find out, if I'm a drug designer, can I develop synthetic curcumin? Number one. Can I characterize the curcumin? Number two. Third one is, how should I detect curcumin? Is curcumin is present only in Curcuma longa or is it present in the other plants as well? And if it is present in the other plants, where it is located and what exactly is the concentration? Now, please understand one thing, as a drug designer, none of the chemist or a zoologist is going to do that. As a botanist, we need to do that. Now, when you are working on this particular aspect, if you are very much aware of, okay, HPLC or HPTLC, high performance liquid chromatography or high performance thin layer chromatography. That means if you are aware of basically the basic concepts of chromatography, can you do the quantification and qualification of this kind of a drug? And if you are in a position to do that, you're very much, there is a red carpet welcome for all of you in a drug industry, in a pharmaceutical industry. We are not equipping ourselves with the kind of the skills which the industry is looking out for. So try to do your projects maybe at the MSc level or TY level or maybe even at the undergraduate level, whereby we will be in a position to do this kind of a things, handling the things. Okay, what are the types of chromatography? How many types of chromatography you are aware? What is the basic concept of chromatography? You know, all these details, if we are really aware of, we can do the referencing and we can work into the field. This is just one example I've given. Likewise, there are so many examples over around 20 different fields are in front of you. So earlier maybe 20 fields and these 20 fields, 40 different fields are available to you to work in the field of botany. Then how the question comes that if I'm going to take botany as my subject, whether there are career options and job opportunities available? How one can think about this kind of a question? I'm really surprised. Okay, so then government jobs. Ma'am, is this slide available?
No, Vineet.
Just a moment.
Yeah.
Is it seen now, ma'am?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I have to, I think, every time go back and then flash it again. So these are all government organizations in India. I'm not talking about foreign countries. These are all government organizations available in India. They all require botanists. And there are advertisements on regular basis of these particular institutions whereby you can be appointed, you can be getting a very good job, you are going to get a starting salary of not less than 50 to 60,000, which can be moving up to 7th pay commission into the grade pay where you can go to the level 15 whereby your salary can be 3.5 lakhs per month. I'm not exaggerating. All your teachers are there. You know, they are my teachers as well. Of course, I mean, I'm saying and whatever I'm saying today and whatever I'm presenting is just because of all these teachers. But you can just talk to them. You can just find out that the range of the salary which can be available is 50,000 per month to 3.5 lakhs per month, which is very much possible to get. What you have to do is just kindly refer employment news every Thursday. This particular paper, if you are going to refer, this is a newspaper available from the government. All the government advertisements, requirements, not only that, any kind of advertisements or the subsidiary institutions under these main institutions, all advertisements are available in employment news. These particular advertisements we are going to focus upon. Okay, so I think thank you so much. Whatever I wanted to discuss in a nutshell that I have discussed. Of course, this is just the kind of the information. It is not the complete detail. This is not very exclusively for every. Somewhere I'm thinking that there is information to you. After that, if you have any queries, then I purposely have given my contact details. Of course, they are available with your teachers. Your teachers know much better than what I know, definitely. Okay, but this is my email ID. This is my contact number. At any point of time, anybody is interested, you can contact. Okay, and right
Vineet,
now,
it's not
if you
visible.
have any
Your
queries,
your
then
e-
yes.
Vineet, your email was not visible, Pita.
Okay, I'll just share it once again, ma'am. Just a moment.
Yes. Yes. Yes, we can see it now. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is email ID vineetvaidya@tcsc.edu.in, and my contact number is 9869458006. So if anybody is having any query, if anybody wants to come to my college at any point of time, even during vacation, right now the vacation is there, I am available every day from 11 to 4 in the college. So if at all you are interested, you can come at any point of time. Okay, and as such, I'm going to share this entire PPT with Jayashri madam so that you can take it from madam. So I have stopped sharing the details. Yes.
Thank you, Vineet.
Now,
Nice
if
session.
there are any queries or some kind of
Nice
questions,
interaction.
then I'm open for it. Just give me one minute. Sir, sir, sir. So if there are any queries, just a moment. Just a moment. Yeah. Extremely sorry. Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah. So if there are any questions or any kind of a things, then we can discuss. I think Rashmi Pandey has raised a hand. If there is any query, then you can please go ahead.
Vineet,
Yes, ma'am.
Jayashri
Vineet,
ma'am.
just stop sharing the screen.
I
She
have
has
already
stopped, Jayashri
stopped.
ma'am. We have
Sharing
stopped
screen.
sharing, ma'am.
Yeah.
Vineet, Rashmi ma'am is a staff here.
I have already stopped sharing.
Rashmina, please unmute your mic.
Yes, ma'am.
Am I audible? Yes, very good afternoon, sir. Sir, it was very nice and elaborate and very fluent the lecture what we had on career
Thank you.
opportunities. I just had one just I wanted to inquire about are we are there any opportunities about botany students in Indian Forest Services, and how
In?
can we Indian Forest Services IFS
Yeah.
examinations, and can you sir just give few
See, Indian Foreign Services or any kind of UPSC or MPSC, any kind of a government services, there is no restriction because the graduation is the most important part. There is a selection of the subjects what you need to do. So that is not anything which is restricted for Indian Foreign Services or even Indian Forest Services or for that matter UPSC. Any of the student who is doing the graduation is eligible. What kind of a subjects you want to choose and how you want to go ahead, which kind of a subject you want to pursue, and what kind of a cadre you want to apply for. Accordingly, there will be different kind of things which can be done.
Okay, okay, yes, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, thanks.
So, any other query?
If anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask now to sir.
Either if you can ask the question or you can put it into the chat box, if I can read it from the chat box.
I think no one is having a questions. Any staff want to ask something?
Ma'am, I'll ask one question. Vineet,
Yeah.
that you're talking about employment news.
Yes,
So that is every Thursday, correct?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, but that is for jobs. That is for jobs, right?
Yeah, jobs, because the thing is that, ma'am, what is happening, why I'm emphasizing on this is because students are basically having question that whether the jobs profiles are available for botany students. If I'm
Correct,
going to
correct.
do, yeah, my BSc or MSc, for example, if I'm choosing after BSc, if I'm choosing doing MSc, whether I should go for taxonomy, whether I should go for genetics, whether I should go for mycology, plant pathology. So the kind of the jobs which are available, if students start
Yes,
looking
yes.
at these particular job profiles,
Yeah.
they will get some kind of assistance and boosting that okay, these are the kind of jobs. For example, every Thursday, if I'm going to do that, say TYBSc, the student who is going to TYBSc, 52 Thursdays, if you are going to take out all the 52 Thursdays, I'm saying that 2 Thursdays if you're missing, 50 Thursdays if you're going to look at the employment news, and if you're going to find out that okay, this is what is the, how many times the vacancy regarding a particular job profile is appearing. If we try to calculate the percentage, we come to know that what exactly is the demand in the market or what kind of a job profile is available.
Okay,
So that
fantastic.
really boost, because I have done it in my college and that has really boosted the students to take up botany, because we were really skeptical that when we started with MSc in genetics, we were really skeptical whether we will get the students or not. But when we started doing this kind of exercise, we have MSc part 1 21 students, we have 20 seats, but 21 students have taken the admission. So
Excellent.
that is going to give the boosting to every student that okay, there is a assured job for me. Then the student thinks that okay, I'm going to connect with this kind of a thing.
Correct. That's
Yeah.
fantastic. So we can encourage that. Yes,
Yes, ma'am, it really helps, it really helps.
will do, will do. Thank you, Vineet.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can we proceed with the vote of thanks now?
Before, ma'am, we can go for vote of thanks. I would like to, really put forth my vote of thanks to Leela madam, Vandana madam, Jayashri madam, Rajwade sir. These are all people, who were my teachers. Whatever today we are is just because of them. And even today, I am not even 1% of what they are. So thank you so much. I'm really very happy and overwhelmed that I'm addressing the students from my own alma mater, and it gives me so much of pleasure that I'm connected to all of you. Of course, whatever I know little bit is just because of all of you. I would like to state here, those who are listening, just I want 1 minute to share. In 1995, that was my year when I did my TYBSc. At that time, horticulture was introduced. We were very keen that horticulture should be the applied component. We were 13 students, I correctly remember, and we decided that we don't have any kind of notes. At that time, Jayashri madam, Leela madam, I think that time, that was the first year of Leela madam when she joined. And Lasri madam and Leela madam were with us. We visited 14 different colleges to collect the notes. When we were sitting and writing the notes, we 13 were writing 13 pages, and every time two more pages were getting added. That was Leela madam and Jayashri madam, who used to sit with us and write the notes, and that is how we compile the entire thing. Such kind of stalwart teachers have guided us, have given us the pampering. And I'm really thankful to all these teachers today. Whatever we are achieving is just because of these teachers. So Leela madam, Vandana madam, Jayashri madam, thank you so much for such great teachers to every one of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Vineet. It's also a pleasure and a moment of pride for all of us that you have come to speak to our students now. It feels so, so good. Thank you again. Yashri ma'am can't hear you.
Yes, ma'am. Can I proceed with the vote of thanks? Yes, ma'am.
I think, yeah, now she can. Okay. Yashri ma'am, we can't hear you.
Ma'am, you must be on mute.
Yashri ma'am, you're on mute.
Leela, ma'am.
Yeah,
Can I proceed with the vote of thanks?
1 minute.
Or-
Jayashri ma'am, can't hear you. Can't hear you, ma'am. Okay, ma'am said yes. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, one and all present here. Today's guest speaker, Dr. Vinit Vaidya sir, and all participants. It is a such honor for me to get the opportunity to give the vote of thanks on the behalf of Botany Department, Sate College. I would like to express my gratitude to our today's guest speaker, Dr. Vinit Vaidya sir, for delivering talk on career options and job opportunities in botany. Thank you, sir. You have spare time with us from your busy schedule to grace the event. Thank you for inspiring and encouraging with your words on this special day. Special thanks to Dr. Madhav Rajwade sir, Principal of Sate College, Vice Principal Dr. D.M. Nerkar sir, and PM Sawant madam for providing immense support to make the webinar successful. I extend my gratitude to Ms. Jayasri Gaikwad ma'am, head of the botany department, and all my colleagues to organize the webinar. Finally, I must thank all the students for their active participation. Thank you, everyone, once again for making it a great success. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Vineet.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, sir.
Dave. Thank you.
Dipali, you can stop the recording.